with the best morning show on the YouTubes. Glad to see everyone this morning. As always, this is Anthony Picksburgh joining you along with Nate. Every day I'm hustling. Woo-hoo. Glad to see everyone who's trying something new. Let us know what you thought of that countdown. We want to get like a custom intro or something cool like that. But playing around, thought it was fun. Figured I'd hit you a Duty Brown right out the gate too. Start things off hot this morning. So want to say hello to a few people we got in the chat. First person I see here is Johnny Cajun Roots Reseller. I appreciate you being here, my friend. Followed by the ECOM Mom War. Appreciate you being here, Kelly. Got Storage Scavenger in the house. Says he's making some breakfast. That sounds awesome, bro. Wouldn't mind getting me a little bit of that breakfast right about now, too. Got Leroy in the house. Good to see you. Good morning, Leroy. Mickey T, good morning. Awesome to see you this morning. Got Michelle Lathan in the house. Great to see you, Michelle. Got Dan in the house. Art Vandalay. Good to see you, my friend. Dan, you know what I just realized last night? I was going through some of my orders from the virtual, and I didn't even realize that one of them orders is from you, Dan. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That is really cool, man. So thank you very much. Alan Jacob in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Chat is like dead. I don't know if it's just StreamYard or how's your chat looking this morning, Nate?
It is
Mortem?
Yeah.
Alrighty then. So it's not just StreamYard. That's what's up. I didn't even open up YouTube today because my computer is DDB right now. So yeah, I'm like I was just telling Nate, like I am on the verge right now of just breaking down and going and buying a computer out of the business money, just because my computer is in that bad a shape that it's like barely functional. The only screen I have up right now is StreamYard. And it's still like moving like at a snail's pace. So yeah, it might be time to buckle down and just go bite the bullet and grab a new computer. Although I'm getting one outside of the business money for kind of not really free, but like for my birthday. So do I wait the 2 months or do I just bite the bullet and go grab a computer today?
Bite that thing. Bite that thing. If that thing blows up, your business is a screeching halt. And if something happens like yesterday where you have all those orders, how are you gonna print those labels?
Dude, it literally took forever to generate labels yesterday. Like it took me till 6 p.m. to pack and ship all of the orders from the virtual con. And it probably would have been at least 2 hours less if I would have had a computer working at like a regular pace.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if it's something as bad as what's going on, and it almost basically died yesterday for you to even do what you had to do yesterday.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do, man. It's one of those things where you just gotta pay the piper, and the piper's technology today. You know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I may go out this evening and see what I can conjure up. Tuesdays are always like one of my busier days until like after 5, because it's like literally I have one thing after another on Tuesdays. Oh, happy anniversary, Kelly. She says it's her 25th anniversary. She says, DDB, we can't go out and do anything. Yeah, that does suck. But congratulations. That's a major milestone.
Definitely. Happy anniversary. The one thing that you can do with your computer shopping needs is, right, you can go online, shop from the seat of your desk. You could buy the exact same computer I have for $749.
Can you send me another link? Get a link to where you get paid if I buy it.
That wasn't it.
Like a, what is it?
It was close.
Yeah, I know. It's affiliate link or whatever. I was just brain farting at the time.
Oh, what's it called? This is through Best Buy. I don't think there's any
Oh, okay.
affiliate link or anything like that.
Gotcha.
At least I don't know any way of doing it. Yeah, the one I bought is still $9.99.
Okay. Is this one like almost as good as yours?
The one that is $9.99.99.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same as mine.
Okay. Nice.
Got that super good iCore 7.
Dude, I picked up several computer screens too at a yard sale. So like I have that one at your house, and then I picked up 2 more at a yard sale. So like I could have 3 computer screens if I want to. Plus, I have a little TV down there, so I could have 4.
If you got the same computer as that I have or whatever, I think you can plug in, I think 5 or 6 different things. You have one HDMI, and then you need to have a display port, which you'll probably just have to buy. Those are, I think, $10 on Amazon.
Yeah, that makes sense, D. Definitely makes sense. You said in 2 months the computer would pay for itself.
Well, just the time alone to have to wait for stuff to load and aggravation. And at one point, I was needing money and stuff because I had to buy the car, and I almost didn't buy my computer, and I'm glad I did send it back because like I easily could have just returned it.
Yeah, dude, I'm like excited to see like what I can actually do to my channel once I get a new computer. You know what I mean?
Editing would have way more customability to it. I mean, you could do anything.
I'm a little bit worried about getting a PC though, because every time I've ever bought a PC, it like craps out like early in its life. Whereas like this, I've had since 2014, and it's only been like crap for like the last year.
It's all about the specs inside the computer. If you buy a cheap desktop where it's like $200-300, it's only going to last that long. But if you buy a computer that's locked and loaded, it's a gamer PC that has way more than you really need right away.
Yeah.
And that's the way to go. And that's how you get 4, 5, 6 years out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this thing is way more than I need. But I mean, honestly, for how much, I mean, I'll do a whole lot of editing because I don't do a lot of pre-records. But when I do like my pre-records and stuff, encoding videos is literally 1 minute. It's done. 15-minute video. Like, then uploading is to YouTube's another 2 minutes. Like it's that alone would just be so much easier than, like I've seen you sit and upload a video for 2 hours or an hour, whatever it was.
Yeah, I upload primarily like it's crazy. Like 90% of my channel is done on the phone, like and my tablet. And just because the computer's that crappy, like I haven't edited I can't even tell you the last time I edited on the computer. I do everything through the phone for the most part.
Like doing like, and this is why I went desktop versus laptop. Desktop, if something goes wrong, you can go in, buy the part, boom, it's fixed. Versus a laptop, basically you're pitching and throwing away.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, because everything is connected to the motherboard. If you bought a laptop, you're not getting a video card unless you're buying a top dollar Mac or something like that. Like, you don't really see any of them come with their own dedicated video cards, and that's what keeps your RAM free and running at a high speed. Because like I have a one gig card in mine, I'm sorry, 3 gig card in my computer, so I have like 19 gigs of RAM and video combined. Like it's just insane.
Yeah. Well, so good morning to Myra buying space. I appreciate you being here, Myra. If you guys don't know, Myra's mom has a channel now. Her name is Smiley Face. So check her out if you haven't. Thought that was pretty cool. Popped in and said hi to yesterday. Jonathan in the house. Good morning, my friend. We got Kelvin, the Kelly Hustle. What's going on, my friend? Good to see you. Nikki P said Rev got a gaming laptop too. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, I mean, amazing difference.
Kelly says her hubby custom builds their computers. That's awesome. If I knew enough about it, I would definitely do that. But Dave in the house. Dave's Digs. Good to see you.
PCs are usually cheaper as well. You get a lot more power.
What's going on, KJ?
You can get a lot more power in a PC versus a laptop, just because laptop parts are more expensive.
Yeah.
They got to be smaller, lighter.
Oh, there's the hearts.
You know,
Doing out hearts. Nah, not KJ.
yeah. I mean, if it's going to shut your business down, you got to do what's right for yourself. Even
Yeah,
though,
definitely.
you know, we're talking about this a little before, and you know, we're in yard sale and thing season right now anyway. So I mean, even if it would hurt your cash flow or whatever, I mean, you're not really spending a lot when you go out into the garage sales and stuff anyway. The only thing you probably wouldn't be able to do is if you found that, you know, holy grail, you know, garage sale or thing where they have 900 pops. But how many of those do we really find, especially in our area?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
For sure.
Just be, you know, just be smart with what you're buying, and you know what you're doing.
For sure. What up, Paul? Good to see you, my friend. Awesome to have you here. Got Rev in the house. Good to see you, Rev.
What up?
Dude, hopefully you can find some of them Chronicles, man.
Yeah,
That's the next set that just dropped.
I've seen people buying them through this Discord I'm in or whatever, and they're putting them up for crazy prices.
I can imagine.
I probably won't buy any.
Yeah, I mean, if it's crazy, like if I can get it at retail, I'll definitely get it. I was looking at a hobby box. Got an email from Panini the other day, and they have a hobby box that was like starting at like $8.94 or something like that. It was for like I think 6 packs or something, that was like 8 cards per pack or something like that. Like
yeah, I think it was yesterday because I was looking at something.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those you have to hit basically a Zion or a Ja to even get your money back. Like,
yeah,
I mean, if you hit one of those, you hit the mega. But I mean, like, if not, you're losing money. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, it's definitely one of the big lottery ticket type of situations.
Yeah,
as Red would say, Baptist lottery.
Yeah, definitely. The nice thing is, like, you never get fully skunked, but sometimes it can feel that way. You know, because at least with a lottery ticket, sometimes you just have a ticket you have to throw away. At least with cards, you at least have something you can look at to remind you of your misery.
Like some of those, what was that you had? You had those timeless treasures or something that you had. They were unsleeved or something that you had on the card show, the virtual card show.
Oh, yeah, the National Treasures.
The National Treasures. Like, for example, like if you open up a pack and you see like Isaiah Thomas, not the old school guy, like the guy from the Denver Nuggets or whatever, like you're gonna be.
You mean this $2,000 box right here?
Yeah. Like if you pull like an Isaiah Thomas out of there, like even if it's just like one of the cards, that's still a hurt piece. I mean, that's an awesome card. Like if someone was a PC Isaiah Thomas, but I would shed a tear every time I seen a card of a guy that wasn't a starter or a good player, like say an all-star type caliber player. Like you lost money basically.
Yeah.
Unless one of the top 5 pop up, but it's bad news bears.
Whoever bought this box lost a tremendous amount of money. Let's just say that. But Marty bought this box for $10 on eBay. At
really?
$10, yeah.
Wow.
Like, man, dude's made so much money off of his investment so far. Like, it's been insane.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably get $10 for Isaiah Thomas, to be honest. But if you'd have paid the $900, it would have been for.
Oh, I know.
Ouch.
Yep.
You got to average like I think $30 to $40 a card probably to like make your money back or something like that.
For sure. Got Seesaw Flips in the house. Good to see you, my friend.
What up? So I wouldn't mind splitting a box or something like that with somebody, just for the fact that, like, you know, if I lose, you know, I'm not losing out on the whole amount.
Yeah.
But like splitting the cash or whatever, that wouldn't be a big deal. You know what I mean? Because hey, took half the risk.
Yeah. You know? We could probably go a third on it too, because I'm sure Marty would get on that too.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I'm like, man, we should grab. I don't know about Chronicles, but see, some sets have more value than others. You know what I mean? So like some of the sets, it's like, is this even really worth like going to get? Is people going to really appreciate
Exactly.
the design out of the set as much as others? So
Yeah, that makes sense. So, anyway, I kind of wanted to talk about platforming today. You down for some platforming?
our platforms.
Yeah. So, what I kind of wanted to talk about, and if you guys in the chat could kind of chime in on this, it'd be real helpful. Multi-platform selling versus single platform selling.
Bing, bing, bing.
Pros and cons. Do you sell on multiple platforms? Do you sell on one platform? Because my opinion on it is it's good if you can sell on multiple platforms, but not everybody should sell on multiple platforms. And I feel like I'm a good example of that because I tend to stretch myself a little bit too thin with everything, and then everything. It's kind of like being a jack of all trades and a master of none. I kind of feel like sometimes because it's almost like the grass is only green where I'm watering it. So if I'm only watering certain patches of each grass, I feel like it's not getting as much love and care as it should, and I'm not performing as well as I should. But one thing I notice is like as I've been like literally focusing on eBay the past few weeks, like eBay has just been insane. But then again, I have really good inventory for eBay because right now eBay is like the primary place a lot of people go and buy their cars. So I mean, I know a lot of it has to do with what I'm listing and what I have right now, but man, like it's really made me like think like, okay, I haven't put this level of effort into eBay in over a year probably. I'm not saying that I don't constantly water eBay and work on eBay, but I'm also focused on Mercari. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm focused on Poshmark, but I don't do nearly as much on Posh as I probably should to, be running a closet and cross posting to VENDOO there and everything like that. But I don't know, man. I like the aspect of being able to sell in multiple marketplaces and move stuff quicker, but I wonder if I'm hurting myself by not putting as much effort as I could be, into focusing on growing individual aspects of the business rather than just trying to throw as much of my inventory everywhere as possible, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like for me, like running multiple platforms, I mean, not all the time I can look at my phone and things of that nature. You know what I mean? So if I was selling, say I put a Zion card on Mercari and eBay, then one sells and one that doesn't. I'm not able to take the other one down as quick as possible. So sometimes that hurts me, and that's kind of pushed me away from basically doing Mercari's. And not only that, just time. You know what I mean? So I've kind of went more back to my roots of like Amazon inventory is basically Amazon inventory, and then eBay is kind of back to eBay. So this way, there's no cross promotion of the same item. Mercari kind of just is running on what I have in there. I dropped down to the free version of VENDOO the other day, and it just makes it tough.
Yeah, definitely does. I completely agree here. He says start on one, learn all the ins and outs. Once you're well established, then diversify into a new platform. And that was kind of how I was, because I was strictly eBay for the first, I don't even know how long. And then we were doing the mid-morning break room, and one of the topics was, we were talking about multi-platforming, and people were talking about Poshmark. They were talking about Mercari and like these different things. And, I started thinking, well, you know what? Yeah, I probably should diversify into some of these things. So the first thing I hopped on was Poshmark, just because I had clothing and like I knew that was kind of like a niche type platform at the time for clothing. So I just threw all of my clothing up on Poshmark. And when I first started on Posh, like I actually was doing pretty good, but that was because I was listing a lot of clothing back then because it was over the winter and I was sourcing a lot at like Ross Dress for Less and Marshalls and places like that. That was back whenever I actually did clothing like a lot more, but clothing is like doo-doo brown to me right now. I'm not that it's doo-doo brown. Like it's a good bread and butter item. I just hate like measuring it and taking pictures of it and all that stuff. So just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I have a lot of clothes down here that just haven't been able to ship out or just do what I want with and have time. It just takes a lot of time to list, take pictures, measure. It turns into a chore versus like say like cards or a toy or a video game or something like that.
I've been basically taking all of the clothing I've been getting thus like recently, and I've just been putting it aside for YouTube auctions. Just like, God bless whoever gets it because they're gonna make some money. I just don't feel like doing it. Like that's legit what I've been doing, and like all that I like really kept out of my inventory is the stuff that's like brand new with tags. So like everything that I have on eBay right now is just brand new, like clothing. So, but yeah, I actually even last month, like I could almost kick myself in the butt. I didn't even transfer my listings at the end of the month over to VENDOO because I was trying so hard to get as much as I could up on eBay for the sports card con. So I didn't even like normally I'd take a day and I'll literally just bust out 125 listings over to like Mercari, and then for like the next week and a half, 2 weeks, my Mercari is just blown up because of all the new inventory. But I didn't even do that. So like I missed out on 125 listings that I pretty much paid for. But it is what it is.
I think it's nice too is Mercari does that coupon, or they've been doing the coupon. I think right now they're doing some type of $500 something opportunity or chance or something. If you can get something like that, or I don't know. I got some type of message when I logged in the other day, and that's nice to buy stuff for the business or cards or whatever that I might need.
Yeah.
But if I was a full-time reseller, I would most definitely go multi-purpose, multi-channel.
Yeah.
Because I would be able to set myself up, correctly. I would have the ability to do all the things on the go as necessary. Like, for one, you need to make sure you're having fresh inventory hit all the time because you're going to be selling more on all the different platforms combined than you would on the one. And then not only that, like if something would sell on one, you're able to take it down, knock it down and everything else like that. So, your sales overall on a on more than one platform would give you the best chance of really making the most money that you were able to do. You know what I mean? So, if I was home, either like, pandemic wise, like I was stuck at home, not being able to do anything, or I quit my job and went full time, then I would definitely be on the multi-platform train.
Mm-hmm. I think that what I'm going to do for my business is I'm going to continue multi-platform, but I'm going to change the way I do it. I think I might allocate certain things to certain places. Like, you know what I mean? Like anything Amazon is just going to be Amazon. Like I'm not going to mess around with like the cross posting stuff anymore. Because here's the thing, like this is what really like kind of even like freaked me out over the weekend. This is why I thought this would be a great opportunity to talk about it. Like I'm not used to having like hundreds of sales going through on eBay. You know what I mean? Like if I have like 8 to 10 going out in a day, that's like normal. You know what I mean? But like having the sheer bulk that I had over the weekend, and then having to worry about, okay, where the heck else do I have that listed? You know what I mean? Like, and then times that by all that stuff, you know what I mean? Like there's like definitely stuff I'm missing, you know what I mean? And that's like, And every once in a while I'll end up having to like take a loss on money because I'll have to end up like drop shipping something to somebody, or you know what I mean, or it'll hurt my metrics because I'll have to like cancel an order or whatnot because I'll actually forget to go and remove an item because, you know, so many came through, and you know what I mean, one might have just slipped through, you know, without me going and pulling it down.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that hurts, especially if you have to do that on eBay. I mean, that would go against your feedback and all that type of stuff. And
you know what's crazy? I finally with my eBay store, because literally my eBay was founded on shipping Pokemon cards for free, no tracking. So like finally after like 2 years hit top rated, and then I had to cancel an order because I sold it on Mercari, and then it automatically like my next, like it'll say if you were to be rated today, you would be above standard, it said. But then with all the sales I had this weekend, it put me like with the metrics, like, so now I'd still be top rated because I had so many more sales. So it like bumped the number down below whatever it needed to be. But yeah, just like having that happen one time could like cost you top rated status, which could essentially cost you more money because you get discounts being a top rated seller.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think it's like 3% or something like that. You get, and then you get cheaper shipping discounts too. So if you ship through eBay, that's actually cheaper than pirate ship whenever you get those cheaper rates. So I mean, overall, it's just going to add to your bottom line, which is only going to help you at the end of the day in your business.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I need to build a little bit more structure into how I'm running things, like as far as what gets allocated where, you know what I mean, like what it, you know, just as far as inventory management, I should say, you know what I mean, because when I first started multi-platform listing, I only had certain items for certain platforms, you know what I mean, and that made it to where like I didn't have to worry about it, but then like it also limited me on eyes, you know what I mean? So I don't know if I need to start putting a SKU in each of my things saying, okay, this is, you know, eBay, Posh, Mercari, you know what I mean? Or something like that, to where I know. And the other thing I really have been looking into lately has been that Bonanza that, you know, everyone's talking about, just because it does automatically delist from what I understand if you use Bonanza. And then I guess you can use Bonanza to kind of throw things into different places too.
Right. I heard it basically does everything for you. Just sign up and they kind of take over from what I understand. So, I mean, honestly, it's from a business standpoint and a work standpoint, it's a few clicks and they do the rest. And it might take a little higher percentage, I believe. But it's
do they? Yeah, see, I've never even been to their website yet, but I hear so many people talking about it that I think I might add Bonanza just because of that fact. You know, if they're going to do the work for me, then by all means, sell my crap. You know?
I'm pretty sure it's just, you know, like a little extra that you would pay, I believe.
Yep. ATJH in the house. What is going on? Good to see you.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you know, that's why you have to buy right, because I mean, even if you paid a little bit more, maybe you cross post on Posh and you pay the 20% or whatever, you got to make sure that you're getting a good bottom line and a good return, because when that tax man comes, if you're paying taxes, like say you're buying an item for $5 and you're flipping it for 20, at the end of the day, after taxes and all that fun stuff, you might be making $3. You know what I mean? So, you know, a little extra percentage here or two could hurt you, but in the same breath, you just got to make sure you buy right. Then, you know, selling that $25 item that you got for $1, $2, now you're making better profits.
Hey guys, our good friend Paul was 11 away from 300. Give him a little love. My buddy Gay City Picker. I'm pretty sure Paul was like in one of my first 100 subscribers. Like, Paul's like an OG to the channel. Show Paul some love. Mama, I didn't know you're having oral surgery today. Or are you just getting like checkup after the one you just had? But let me know. Send me a message. I'll definitely be praying either way. What's the 3 eBay stores, 1 Posh, 1 Mercari, 1 Amazon, 1 Etsy, and 1 flea market booth. That dude is on his game, man.
That's one right there.
I thought about doing a separate store just for my cards and stuff like that, but man, like I have enough trouble driving traffic to one eBay store. So like, I don't know. Like I was, and the weird thing is, I feel like the cards are driving traffic to the other stuff too, because the more cards I list, the more like stuff that I've had sitting here for 2 years sells. So
that all definitely helps.
Mm-hmm.
As long as the card train keeps rolling as strong as it is. I mean, you know, I know that eBay overall, their profits and their sales are probably over fourth quarter last year's stuff because of how things are going. So,
yeah,
I mean, some of that has to do with the pandemic as well. More people are shopping from their phone and their computers and stuff. But the card stuff has definitely been pushing hard.
Yep, definitely.
But like you said, that's all going to help your store though. That extra traffic, those clicks, those extra eyes. Now they go, well, I'm buying a card for $3. Well, I might as well buy something else I need because I can combine shipping. So, you know, that's the one positive thing of doing stuff like that. Unless you go to your other store, then you kind of see the name and they're like, hey, this person by a weird chance they bought 2 of the same, you know, similar type of item, or they bought this and a toy. I can kind of save them shipping and refund some of the shipping or whatever. But
like I had one guy this weekend buy a Tampa Bay Buccaneers hat from the con, you know, just because I happen to have hats up, you know, so I just thought that was cool, you know. And one of the questions that they asked me was, well, is that all you sell in your store, is just cards? And I was like, no, I sell a little bit of everything. And then I kind of got to share, you know, I sell on eBay for a living, and you know, this, you know, I go out to flea markets and thrift stores and treasure hunt, you know, that kind of stuff.
He thought it was like it was like that you made a full-time living on eBay on other stuff too, was like odd for some reason.
Yeah.
I guess he thought maybe you're just strictly like a card dealer or whatever you call it. So
yeah,
that's the only thing I could think of is why you would.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because a lot of people that applied to be on there were probably just strict like card and memorabilia dealers. I'm just a dude selling crap out of my basement. You know what I mean? But I mean, it was super cool that like he was accommodating. They let me on, and yeah, it was awesome. I got to give away some cool stuff. The cool thing is the guy that won the giveaway actually like sent me a message and like thanked me for like giving it to him, and he was like, I've been like wanting a Zion for a long time. So like that like kind of made me feel good.
That's good, man.
Yeah, and that one was out of my PC because like I didn't really want to like go too much out of my pocket. Right. So that was a PC one, and then I ordered the Mazeroski off of CVC, so I got that on the cheap too. So it didn't cost me too much to participate. So I like doing giveaways and stuff like that anyway. Speaking of which, it's the beginning of the month, and we didn't do our giveaway yet, but we will. When do you want to do that, Nate?
Tomorrow, I guess. Tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. So you heard it here, folks. Tomorrow on Nate's channel. That's going to be the show to be at. We're going to be giving some stuff away. You know, how do they enter that giveaway, Nate? What do they have to do?
Comment on videos. That's it.
Really? That's all they got to do is comment on any one of our videos that have come out between like now and last month.
That's it.
Tell you what, to make it easier on you, why don't you just go back and comment on like any that have happened in like the last week? technically that'd make it easier on us. But we will count all of the comments for the month. But if you want extra, go and hammer those ones that came out in like the last week.
Yeah,
you want those far back tomorrow morning. Because let's be honest, we'll be like right up to 10 a.m. counting people's names.
Nikki T said she had to deal with a troll comment on the video from this morning.
I'm sorry, Nikki.
Spam guy should have caught it.
Dude, spam guy is like a superhero on my channel. Like it was funny as heck. Like I was talking to Nate and I was like, dude, I found a spam folder on eBay. I didn't even know there was one. And he goes, dude, you didn't know there was one? I was like, no, man. Like I thought like people were like just like really nice to me all the time. But like, man, you should see some of the stuff in my spam folder. Like I thought about making a video on it. It was so outrageous, but like I don't want to repeat the things that were said because they're like pretty like wow.
I had to start blocking the people dropping the websites, the
porn.
Either that or the viruses, whatever they are. I mean, they look porn-ish because the titles or the link-ish to them, but none of that.
Like if you click on a random link that looks porn-ish, don't you kind of deserve a virus? You know what I mean? Like how sketch is that? You know what I mean? Like
some people like some free chicka bow wow.
Yeah, I mean, but then some people also get burned by that free chicka bow wow.
Oh yeah. You get that burn, that's for sure.
Yeah, we get those too, Nikki. We get those too. It's so weird. Like, I don't even feel like we're big enough channels for like porn people to like target. You know what I mean? Like how many people are really going to see your porn link if it makes it through the spam filter? You know what I mean? Like, you should go to a channel that has like 1 million subs and drop your porn. But you come to like a channel like, dude, like this video might get like 100 to 200 views, and like you're dropping your porn here. Like no one's gonna look at it.
Well, that's the thing. The bigger channels are on point with that stuff, where the little channels, they really don't. Maybe they are on top of things, so they get actually probably more clicks off of the smaller channels than the bigger channels.
I guess that makes sense. They probably go to like all the channels. They probably got a bot that just goes around just like porn dropping.
Oh yeah, I'm
dropping it like it's hot.
Because it's always like right after it, like the show's over, or like you drop a video, like it's like 10 seconds later, boom, there it is. Like
I feel like that's a sketchy like service that people probably offer. You know what I mean? Like bot services or something like that. You know what I mean? We will like go throw porn everywhere for $5.99 or something. You know what I mean? Like it's weird.
Crazy. Standby in the house. Good morning.
Exactly, Rev. Exactly. He says it's funny that they go to the Rev resale channel to drop it.
At least they watch till 2 minutes 33 seconds.
Yeah, they gave you watch time. That's pretty cool.
Kelly says there's a repairman working on a washer, and you're here talking.
Sorry, repairman.
Repairman's probably having a good laugh.
Repairman's probably like, I need to go drop a few links.
Repairman's like, what link? Got link?
He's like, dang, which video was that?
All right. What channel are we talking about? They did what in the who? What?
Yeah, that's crazy though. But the YouTube spam stuff is on point. And I've learned, from people that you can actually type words into YouTube. I don't know how to do it yet, so I might have to have Nate show me. But anytime, like, say a certain word, like, say porn, if you didn't want porn to show up anywhere on your channel, you can block it from the comments. You know what I mean? So, I mean, not that I think a lot of porn would just say porn, but you know what I mean? Like, you can block out certain words from your comment section.
Paul says, "Where's the spam folder?" It's in YouTube Studio, and then you go to your comment section, and then look at the top of the page. It should say spam folder or something like that.
If my computer was a little bit more like reliable and I wasn't worried about the show crashing, I would take you into my spam folder and show you guys some of it. It's crazy. But then again, I'd probably get demonetized for it too. Hey, good morning, Paul. Good to see you, man. Yeah, I'm ready to sell you some lunch boxes, bro. I got them right here. Got them for you, man. Got them on the low.
So, Paul,
we do need to do an auction again sometime soon.
Right? We should start doing it like at least once a month.
Let me ask you guys this, and this is for the chat. Put a 1 in there if we were to do a like monthly auction during the show. Would you come to an auction this early in the morning? Like if we were to like just once a month make one of our shows an auction, would you guys be down for that? I mean, if not, we can still do it like we've been doing, just at a different time. I'm just curious. Like, would anybody come to an auction this early?
Standby says, "Why not?" Jonathan's one.
Cool. Nice.
I mean, all the people in the chat usually are here for the show anyway, so I would think it would only be a good thing.
Yeah.
It is early on the West Coast, so Gary would maybe have some FOMO and show up early.
Touche.
Love you, Gary.
We'd get all the watch time from Gary. That would be pretty cool, though. Got Freddie in the house. You ready, Nate? You ready to greet your new neighbor?
Should be, won't you be, won't you be my neighbor? Dude, I had these cards set on top of Mr. Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
Some Dirk rookies, but they came in all messed up because the person doesn't know how to pack. Sad day. Sad day. They had them in a relic top loader with no tape on top. They were just sliding all in the paper, in the box, or the bubble envelope.
Hey, Paul, if I am around tomorrow, I may try to drop in for your swap mate, and I may bring those lunch boxes and put them up for you. Oh, don't threaten me with a good time. What do you got over there?
Well, MJ.
Oh,
Reflector. Got the
dude, what was I gonna say?
Dude, I got that for a steal. Those are usually like $200-300.
The wife is
100.
Dude, the wife is trying to get me to like take 2 days off working.
Why?
Just because of like how stressed out I've been lately. She technically wants me to take 3 days off, but I was like, I'm not missing Rogers on Friday. So yeah, it's like rough status. Might be taking her on a little overnight stay somewhere, just to. So there may or may not be a jacuzzi in my immediate future.
But the question is, would you really not be working?
I mean, like, and I told her this already, like, because
I'm sure you'd be putting some type of work in.
I would be. I told her I would be doing YouTube content, like regardless of where we go or what we do. Like I told her YouTube's kind of like non-negotiable, because like and that's the weird thing, like because and Revel he's already kind of said it, you know what I mean? Because like in ministry, like one thing like you always teach is like you need to at least take 1 day off, and like I have not kept a Sabbath holy in a long time, and it like Nate will tell you, like I kind of, you know, had a hissy fit yesterday, and like then my computer wasn't working, and I forgot to throw free cards in like 6 orders and already packed them and sealed them, printed labels, and I had to go reprint all labels, and my computer wasn't working, and yeah, it was just not a good time.
It was justifiable. I mean, you had a lot going on, and you know, everything was kind of like failing on you, and the stuff you already did, you know, you had to redo. So you know, it happens. It happens in business. Sometimes we have bad days. Sometimes we have good days. But you know, you just got to know how. Like, and this is something I learned through my like recovery and everything. Like, okay, you're in a bad situation. Well, where do you go now? What do you do? Do you sulk, or do you fix it and you go on and you fixed it? You know what I mean? Like, you made a good decision and you fixed it and you got through what you had to do. So, you know what I mean? Like, in my past days, I could have went totally left turn and, you know, been really screwed up. You know what I mean? So, like, you just got to roll with the punches. That's what working for yourself is. That's, you know, one of the sad things that happen sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, you can't blame it on anybody else. I mean, your computer dying on you, of course, you can blame on the computer, but you know what I mean. But dude, like,
I was so tempted to film a smash video on this computer last night. You have no idea, dude. Yeah. Like Office Space style.
Yeah, whenever the it's going good, you know, you take pride in what you're doing, and when it's going bad, you just gotta figure out how to make it right and how to do it right. You know what I mean, or what to change.
The crazy part about the whole thing is like business is really, really good right now. You know what I mean? So like that's not a part of it. I'm just like, I want to push myself because like one thing that's looming is my wife needs to have her knee replaced. And I know that that's coming soon. And while she has her knee replaced, she's not going to have any income. So the business needs to be able to support like her lost income as well. So I've been like really grinding to kind of just push it to a new level. So, and because of that, you know, I mean, I haven't really taken good care of myself in, you know, a while.
Yeah, that's me and my wife are having like a similar conversation about some stuff, and I'm like, man, like, you know, I'm up all hours of the night. I'm grinding. I'm doing this, like, and it just kind of was like a refocus type of talk that we kind of had, and you know, trying to make sure that what I am doing and what we are, you know, doing as a family, like, go hand in hand with what our plans are. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I don't want to keep hustling at the same rate at the same stage. So to do on a bigger scale or do it full time, you know, I have to kind of ramp things up or kind of stay the same. You know what I mean? Like, that's where you have to be. Like, if you're gonna go get that building, for example, you would definitely have to ramp things up because you have more expensive coming in and everything else. So you know what I mean? Like, you can't just like expect, you know, okay, I'm gonna move in this building. Well, I'm gonna keep the same type of situation going on. It's not gonna it's not gonna help you. It's gonna actually make it worse having that building. So kind of the same in my wife, we're talking about it in a little different you know, situation sort of, but
I know it can be tied to it like 7 days a week too. So that would be the other issue. Either that or I'd have to pay somebody to be there. So that would be, you know what I mean?
Right.
That'd be the real downfall with having my own location, because now if I'm sitting down here and I'm listing stuff on eBay and I'm not feeling well, I could literally just go upstairs. I could lay down and list cards all day if I wanted to, and be productive as heck.
Exactly.
That's what I love about cards is like I can, even on a day like where my wife wants to go out but I have to work, we could still go out and I'll just take the cards with us, you know, and as we drive around I'll list, you know, because you can literally list those anywhere. You just plop them on something and take a picture.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a huge bonus to something like that, or even smalls. Like, I've heard people that are listing stuff in their car, you know, on break at work. I mean, because they have smaller items like that, so it's easy to do.
For sure. I want to say what's up to Mac Man. Appreciate you being here, my friend. Reseller Man is in the house. We got Steampunk Town here. Appreciate you being here. We have Lady Luck Junk. Good to see you, Danica. Always wonderful to have you here in chat. Westside Gary. What is up, my man?
Your ears must have been burning, Gary. I'm just talking about you, man.
That's awesome, KJ. She says she lists all of her smalls on her lunch break. See, you almost have to like be able to maximize your time, you know, when you're a reseller. I mean, really anybody should, you know, figure out how to maximize your time regardless of reseller or not. But you know, for me, like I really try to be productive in downtimes, and this is going to be like weird to some people, but like for real, like if I know I'm going to be in the car and I'm going to be a passenger, if I have an opportunity to be the passenger, I always bring something that I can either, you know, like I'm editing a video or I'm listing cards or I'm doing something. You know, I might even be like cross posting if, you know, like before I was on VENDOO, you know what I mean? Then I basically you'd go in, you'd have to screenshot everything, copy and paste everything. It was a whole thing, you know, but I used to do my cross posting while I was in the car, you know, or like, for example, while I'm doing my DDB business. You know what I mean? Could be editing a video. You could be looking at Facebook Marketplace. You could be listing cards. You know what I mean? Like you could be buying toilet cards off me. You don't know. I'm just kidding. I don't list cards on the toilet.
Well, calves would be considered.
That's actually where I unbox all of my calves.
Got Chernock in the house. Bill D. What up? Appreciate you guys. Protected the whole time.
PTT and DDB.
You know what?
I mean, especially for like someone like you, Nate, like where you work full time on top of basically reselling full time. Because honestly, like I would say you probably put as much, if not more, time into like what you do for your business as you do what you do for like your actual like livelihood.
Yeah, it's close, especially with YouTube and stuff. I mean, it's definitely a full
day. It's probably more with YouTube, to be honest. Like if you don't factor YouTube into it, it's probably about equal. But if you put YouTube into it, it's probably like double.
Yeah,
YouTube is like a huge like time commitment.
Definitely. I mean, that's why like I try to manage my time the best I can. You know what I mean? Like I try to set, you know, okay, today I'm doing this. Like I already kind of have it planned, so that's why like I just do it. Like I have it designed where, you know, I maybe have a little downtime to be able to like chill, like, you know, just sit here and watch the game or whatever. You know what I mean? So like that's the main thing. Because like if I went going full time would be probably the most weird thing for me. Like I'd have all this extra time, but I'd have so much more stuff I would have to do. But I also would want kid time, you know, me time, you know, me and the wife time, if possible, you know, like, and like when I'm off, I find that's like the hardest days for me to get motivated because like I don't have to be as like super strict on my schedule. Like I kind of slack, so it's something I need to just get better with like as time goes forward.
Mac, I appreciate the $5, man. Definitely not necessary, but I definitely do appreciate it. Dude, I'm sorry to hear about the COVID, man. I'll definitely be keeping you in prayer. You're going to be on the list for 2 p.m. I'm going to write you down right now for when we do Bible study. Okay, you're officially on the list to be prayed for. But, dude, if you need anything, hit me up, man. Seriously. You know, I know you'll probably be bored, so, you know, I hope everything works out well. And I'm just going to say a quick little prayer. Lord, I lift up Mac to you. I just ask that there'd be no COVID-19 found. I ask that the results would be negative, Lord, and I just ask that you would shield him, his family, and those around him, Lord God, from this disease. In Jesus' name, amen. Copper State, what is up, my friend? Got Justin in the house, the flippin' accountant. Appreciate you being here.
Chernock says there's no extra time when you're full time. The day just flies by. That's what it seems like when I'm full time. Like when I'm off on my job, but like that's something I would have to be definitely like super strict about. Like I would have to like set like, okay, from this point to this point I'm working, like almost like I do at work, like
Yeah.
work for 4 hours, take like an hour break or half-hour break, and then like do that type of thing. Because if not, I feel like I'm like I would kind of just run ragged in a way. Like I could just fall off my normal thing. Like I need some type of like, I don't want to say schedule, but like I want to have a good idea of like, okay, if I do this, then I can, have time later or whatever to do whatever. Because I don't want to have to work 18 hours full time. You know what I mean? Like I do that now with the reselling and YouTube and everything, and I will sleep for 4 or 5 hours a day or whatever. So like, I'm used to doing that, but I definitely wouldn't want to do that all the time.
Definitely.
I know what you're saying. Definitely right though.
So apparently, since we're on my channel, this isn't a no NOLA zone today. As long as he's purring, I can't kick him out. I'm kidding.
Or messing with
somebody hit 1,000? Who hit 1,000?
Lisa hit 1K.
Nice. Working from home can get you sidetracked, definitely.
Yeah, that's
especially when you have apps that like to sit on your computer.
It's kind of what happens. Like, the kids and the wife will want to have to go run out, because that's usually what happens with my days off. Like I'll be home, and then the wife doesn't have an opportunity to go everywhere because I have the car for work. So like she'll want to go here, there, this place, that place. So either I go with them and then we just kind of source, or if I'm having one of those like I'm tired, I just want to kind of sit in the basement or play Switch, then I'll do that and watch the kids. Flippin account asks, how do you deal with YouTube burnout, Nate, or anyone that has thoughts? I'm not super motivated to edit right now. I've never gotten to the point where I want to get with YouTube, like from a creator standpoint, because I just don't have the time to put out like daily content or 5 days a week or to that point. But with burnout, for me, I just had to kind of like take a small breather. But also, you have to have either something in you or someone pushing you to kind of get back on your feet, get on your feet again. Because if not, I had like a longer break than I wanted to do. I took 6 weeks and didn't send anything into Amazon or anything. So for me, it was just basically like, like getting pushed back into, into my normal, routines again. So let's be honest, I'm, working that 8 hour, 10 hour day, coming home and, busting out some YouTube stuff or working, that's a long day. So, I mean, for me, it was longer than I wanted, but it was worth it, because now, I feel more refreshed. Like if I got some merch fulfilled and had to pack 150 things, I could do it.
Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate it. Yeah, he, I don't know what it is, but he's being very sweet right now. So I think he wants something. He wants something, mister.
Guess he wants a treat.
Dude, that's awesome. Reseller Man says, I don't have any content, but I'm at 89 subs and trying to get to 100. Thanks for all the support. That's awesome, dude. How about this? If you get to 100, Reseller Man, like put out a video.
I see one video on the channel. It's a year old. You got content.
Here you go. What? Donna's 9 away from 300. That's cool. Dang, everybody is like super close to some milestones. That's what's up.
Yeah, I mean that's good for everyone. I mean the community is getting bigger. the bigger the community, the more friends we have. So,
do you guys still get excited with every 100 that you hit? I do. Like whenever like I finally hit 1,500, like I was pretty happy about it because like I'd been at like 1.49 for months, and it like every time I would get there, I would like drop immediately.
dude,
I stuck, and I was like, yes.
I've been stuck at 1.35, 1.36 for probably the last 2 months.
Yeah,
it has been.
It's like the 700s all over again for you, dude.
Dude, it's worse. It's been way worse. Now I know a lot of it is, people that came over from Grimes and they either fell off because they haven't watched, or maybe they just don't like my content, which is understandable. I'm not the best person in the world for content, but
maybe they're not beard people.
Maybe not. Maybe they like cats and Cavs cards.
Cats and calves.
I don't know. Completely.
No, I'm gonna get you a Cav jersey, buddy.
You need to get a custom one done.
Dude, KJ is growing fast. She's already close to 150. Congratulations, KJ. She deserves it though, because she's so awesome. She supports so many people.
Some Steeler hearts.
Yep.
Steeler hearts. People flock.
I mean, she's from Pittsburgh, guys. I mean, she's awesome. You're automatically awesome when you're from
Bert. So what do you have going on for this beautiful Tuesday?
Well, Tuesday is one of my busy days. I have Flippin Hope at 2. It's a Bible study that me and Kelly do. If you guys don't know, Hip Flippin' Mama and I, we've been doing that for over a year. Of course, your eyes are going to mess with this thing, huh, buddy? So I do that at 2 o'clock. So in between this show and that, I pack orders pretty much all the way up. And then if I'm lucky enough to have time to eat lunch, I do that. And then we do Flippin Hope. And then I have chiropractor like pretty much every week right after that. So normally it's not till like 5 o'clock till I actually have time to do like anything on a Tuesday.
Yeah,
this is like my busy day today. So the only goal I have for myself is literally list anything I can and get all of my orders out and edit a video for tomorrow. That's the goals I set for myself. So if I get home at like 5, 6 o'clock and I list a couple cards, I'd be happy with that. Just have a little bit of activity on eBay and I can start working on getting a video ready for tomorrow. That'd be enough for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Just because I have so much going on a Tuesday. Like any other day, I'd be really trying to hammer out some listings. Oh, that sucks, Kelly. You should check a marketplace or something like that. Sometimes you can get them for like 100, 150, like used or something like that. Nikki T says she's at 80 subs with no content. That's awesome. I mean, technically you do have content. It's just over on Rev's channel.
Yeah.
So.
Don't let Rev fool you. That's your channel too. Matthew Jones, he says, I'm making for the end.
You sure did, man. But we'll hang out a little bit with you. You don't have to worry. Maggie Doodle, good morning to you. Appreciate you being here.
That's what stinks about like fixing stuff anymore. Like when you go to fix it, it's like basically like 75% of what a new one will cost. Like with that washer or anything. Like your computer, like if you had a newer computer and it's worth fixing, putting in that video card or a motherboard in it, you're better off buying a new computer. Everything is like pitch and throw now. Like if it goes bad, it stinks.
Yeah.
From a reseller standpoint, it's not too shabby because there's a lot of people out there, Landshark Picker and a few other people that will pull that computer apart and sell the parts and get it super cheap. So I guess in a way, for some people, that's a great thing that they are going more to the, toss away, donate thing.
Yeah. I appreciate that, Lisa. I try to give myself daily goals because if I don't, it's easy for me to feel like I'm not accomplishing anything. Just because the sheer amount most resellers have, like death pile wise, like compared to like what they can list in a day, especially as a one-person job, is just like unsurmountable. You know what I mean? So even if you list 100 items and you look at your death pile and it's still like monstrous, you might feel like you haven't done much. So normally I'll set aside certain things for myself in a day, like a tub of, you know, something like plush toys or whatever, video games, cards. And my goal for the day will be to complete that, get my orders out, get something on YouTube. And that's just like, hey, why are you nibbling on me? No nibbles.
It's like, I like nibbling on stuff, especially you when I draw blood.
He does too.
But today, my goal is to get back home before 9:30.
From work?
Yes, that's my goal. Reason that is my goal, because I'll be on Uncle B's live tonight.
Oh, nice. For the football?
Yeah.
Nice.
We'll be talking some foosball. So
what team?
I believe it's the Houston Texans.
Nice.
Shout out to Kelly. ECOM on board.
There you go. Kelly, you need to swing in for that Texans debate. That would be an interesting perspective from a Texans fan. What were they thinking?
That would be a fun topic to talk alone. Is what were they thinking? Because I don't think it was like an Antonio Brown type situation where he was basically losing his mind. I think the Texans have lost their minds right now.
What if they pick up AB to replace DeAndre now?
They could. I've heard the Seattle was going to pick him up, though.
I mean, AB is as good on the field. He's just a wacko off of the field.
Yeah, Kelly. We're going to be talking Texans on Uncle B's football show tonight.
Buffalo. What up, man?
What up, Buffalo Picker? What up, Tommy? Good to see you. Hope your Amazon is doing better than mine.
Dude, his Amazon's always on fire. I see him on Instagram all the time with his like boxes and stuff, and I'm like, man, this dude, like, literally, this dude grinds, man.
I need to up my game. Like
his Instagram posts, Casey's Instagram posts, like, man, like I see that stuff, and that makes me want to go grind. So like, much props for that, man.
I need to catch up to his stuff.
It reminds me it's out there. You know what I mean? Like, you just need to go get it.
That's why I would show my stuff, because like it's not about like, hey, I had this many sales or look at me. It was all basically like my Amazon account is like from the beginning, like, you know what I mean? Like I had very little ungatings. The products I was selling were stuff anybody could go pick up for the most part. So, you know what I mean? Like it is out there, and it's out there. I don't want to say even more, but in some ways it is. You know what I mean? There's even more demand on some stuff than ever. So just keep your eyes peeled. Set your sites up good, and you should do well.
That's cool. Seesaw Flip says he pays for anything you see in a film: wardrobe, props, hairspray, toilet paper, special effects, literally everything. It's awesome, man.
I got a old school remake of Wizard of Oz. It's like a metal advertising thing of Wizard of Oz. It's my eBay store.
All right, guys, we're starting this off at how much, Nate? All right, guys, we have a metal Wizard of Oz sign here, starting off at $25, guys. I hear 25. 25. I hear 30.
KJ's going on vacation. What?
Nice. Where are you going?
I want to go. So I was talking to the wife about, like I wanted to be at a certain situation right now where I can be like, all right, I'm taking off like a week. But I never can do that with work.
You're at 40, Nate. I hear 45. Yep. Oh. Looks like Gary's at 42. So I hear 44. Anyone at 44? Oh God, I love auction people. You know what I mean? Because like at heart, I'm an auction person. You know what I mean? Like I love going and like buying stuff on the cheap.
An occasional sniper at
And you know what's funny? Like I'm the auction lurker. Like I'll be the guy that's like literally there the whole time, and like no one will know I'm there just because I'm working. I got my eye out for them deals.
Have you got some bad offers, like horrible offers on stuff lately? Like I'm talking
on eBay.
Yeah, like ridiculously.
Oh yeah.
What were they thinking? Type thing.
Well, dude, you know what I did? Because like I noticed a lot of my early listings, like if it was a bad buy, like I would have it set to like or best offer, but then I'd set like a limit on the offer, and then it would get to the point where I would drop my price low enough to where it was like at the offer or below, like what I kept it at. So I turned that off now, and now like people offer me like $1 on like items that are like $40 and $50, and I'm like, are you high? Like you think I'm going to accept that for $1? It's like insane, bro.
I have a Lamar.
It's like Price is Right type stuff, dude.
I have a Lamar Jackson rookie numbered to 75. And they offered me. Is
that the Phoenix?
Yeah, the $2.25 for it.
How much do you have it listed at?
$4.99. Not
$499. Yeah,
$499. Like, why would you even send me an offer like that? Are you hoping I hit accept by accident? Like,
yeah,
wiping the crud out of my eye? Is that what you know? Come on, man.
Yeah. Then
someone sent me an offer for another card. I had free shipping on it, which I need to change after the show. And they sent me an offer for $2.49. I do everything first class. Like I don't do padded white envelope or whatever, or the, the 55 cents.
Rev said he didn't need to offend you with that.
I know it. No, I'm just kidding.
You were wondering who that Baptist lottery ticket guy was, huh?
If it was some Trae Youngage, I would understand. It might have been you, but
I mean, I'll bid $250 on that.
Dude, this is some of the stuff I just recently picked up.
Yeah, I got some of those I need to send in.
Pascal Siakam rookies. I got another Durant. I've been picking up Jaws left and right for.
Dude, you know what's crazy? I was actually looking into like maybe going and getting like a Gem Mint 10 Zion pink camo with like the money that I got from my Zion. Dude, the Gem Mint 10s are like a lot more than what I got.
Oh, and yeah.
What I sold is most likely a Gem Mint 10. Like it's that crispy.
Well,
but I mean, it is what it is. I sold it raw. You know what I mean? I got top dollar for a raw card.
It could have been, but it could have also been a 9, and then it would have been maybe.
Yeah, even at a 9, it'd still be like around $250, I think. So
yeah,
like,
I mean, you got
70.
By the time you send it in, he plays hard. You seen yesterday. If you watch the game with the Grizzlies, his shoe fell off, and he could have messed up his ankle again. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or knee. So like,
dude, did you watch that game?
Oh yeah,
Pearls and Grizz.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Jaw was off, but dude, did you see his motor?
Oh yeah,
dude, that dude is relentless, bro. Like he didn't give a crap that he was 4 for 9. He was like, I'm gonna keep shooting because we're down. And Jaren, dude, did you see Jaren? He looked like a grown man out there yesterday.
Dude, I know one thing. I'm super, super stoked to have this Brandon Ingram rookie come in.
Oh, yeah. Did you get the Prism?
I got that Panini Prism 9.5 I have coming in the mail.
Nice.
Got it for $125. It's a 9.5 BGS.
Dude, I got 90 for a raw one, like for Marty. So, like, that's a really good deal that you got on that. Because I had the raw one listed for that price.
Yeah, I mean, a 9.5, that's what we hope. A 10 is what we really hope for. But, I mean, like a 9.5 in that, no brainer.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Seesaw. Like, Jaw he's that dude, man. Like,
I have so many of his cards. Like, I don't care what they are. Donruss, I buy them all under $20. And they're steals. I mean, I got a Mosaic for 70 raw. Like, those are going to be, like, especially once I get them graded, they're going to be and then he gets Rookie of the Year.
Yeah,
like $300 cards. Like he's probably one of the most underrated, like not underrated, underpriced cards right now. Which
he's been on the rise though, man. Like his prices have definitely shot up there.
Like I just
compared to where they were when we were picking them up, a few months ago.
I mean, they're still like at auction. They're still cheap.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I just picked up.
It might be because the only cards I'm really looking to buy on eBay are graded at this point. You know what I mean? Like, because I've been trying to stay away from like the raw unless I get it from a pack or from a break, just because like you can't always see everything through the pictures. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why I like on the listings, I'll look for them to say brand new. If it's brand new, then even if they have returns turned off, if a card comes in damaged, then I have an out. You know what I mean? So the way that a card is listed definitely gives me that.
Yeah. With mine, I put all of them at good, even if they're great. You know what I mean? Like I actually have had people message me and say, why do you have good? Is there something wrong with it? Is it not gradable? And it's like, no, it's packed fresh, but I'm just trying to cover my butt in case somebody tries to be wonky with me, you know?
Yeah, like I got like his selects. I have tons of his mosaics. I got this patch one that I got in a trade. Like that's gonna be awesome. This is probably a couple $100 card now.
Yeah.
I have a couple of his variants. I mean, I have so many John Morant.
The thing with Zion and Ja, like in my opinion, I do agree Zion's a riskier investment, but I think they could both be long-term holds. You know what I mean? Like I don't foresee like flipping, them in 5 years thinking that they're not going to be valuable in another 5. You know what I mean? Honestly, at least that's my opinion. I think that like Zion's a generational talent, and I think Ja Morant is like he's going to at one point be a top 2 or 3 point guard in the NBA.
He's the next Allen Iverson-ish player.
Yeah,
but he has. I think he's actually going to be better than him for the fact that he can actually like get to the rim and dunk. You know what I mean? Like Iverson really didn't do too much of that. He was more of a pure jump shot shooter or someone that can drive. But I mean, my wife was like, "Why are you watching so much basketball?" And I'm like, "Because like I have tons and tons of money in cards now."
Yeah.
So what better way of me being able to see who that next great player is, or maybe, man, why am I buying this guy? Like, I don't think this is a good buy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, then I can dump before like other people like get wind of, yeah, this is not a good buy right now. So I'm able to do that like just a way better fashion with my own eyes versus relying on, secondary information. Like that first-hand information is always going to be the best for that as your own thing, especially if you know sports. Like it makes watching sports or getting into sports, it makes it making sure your investments or the things you're buying is going to be worth it. You know what I mean? So like it just gives me that kind of like first-hand knowledge, and because I do or have played sports, it definitely goes kind of hand in hand with kind of like a lot of the knowledge. Like watching Donovan Mitchell play. Like, man, like he's going to be a great player. He is a great player right now. Like he's a leader on the team. You know what I mean? He hustles. Like he stopped the fast break, but just get in the middle of the lane. Like who else plays like that? Really in the NBA.
Gobert's like really underrated too.
Yeah, he had a really good game. But like, you know what I mean? Like I'm able to look at that type of stuff.
It's like you're constantly scouting. Like there's this website now. I think it might be called Slab Stocks. But essentially it's like instantaneous trading of like, cards. Like for example, like Gem Mint 10s, 9s, like any kind of cards. You go on their website, it's like instantaneous. It's almost like you're doing like a stock market transaction. Like, so say like Brandon Ingram blew up the other night, you know, you can go on there, pick up like 5 Brandon, or you go in there and sell like all your Brandon Ingrams because you know like they're going up in price or something like that.
Right.
Or you can go in there and buy them all up at the lower price, you know, knowing that it's about to go up and you can make money a week from now, or, you know, a couple of weeks from now, whenever his prices have, you know, like gone up tremendously. So I haven't actually like gotten into it, but I've really considered it, because I guess like they keep like everything on hand there unless you want it like sent to you. So that way you could easily like retrade it like that next week, like, or even the same day. Like say Brandon Ingram blows up and all of a sudden, instead of people paying $90 for his prism, everybody's now paying $150 for his prism. You can just turn around and flip it right away.
Right.
You know, so like that was something I considered getting into, just to like look at it to see if it was viable. But even like the way we do it, where we order it and we like actually have them on hand and we can, you know, keep them and flip them and whatever, you know what I mean? Like there's good money in it.
Oh yeah.
Especially just like the cards I've bought in the last 3 months have already like doubled in price. It's insane. Like the Ja Morant's already more than doubled in price. The Luka's doubled in price. You know what I mean? Like it's insane. Like even my Zion Prism has gone up $100 from what I bought it at.
That was a card you appreciated.
Yeah, definitely. I would appreciate it if you wouldn't mishandle it though. You just pulled a hip flip a bum on that thing.
I did. It's numbered to 75.
Dan, I think it's called slab stocks if I'm not mistaken. Unless that's just
STOK?
Yeah, I think so.
Is all
No, with a maybe it has an X, isn't it? STOX maybe.
Or maybe you're all right.
Let me look it up on my phone because my computer's that like DDB that I don't want to mess up the.
So like John Moran, I have like multiples of like every card that I can get my hands on. Like I have 5 of his mosaic base. I have that 1 patch. I have that select. I have 3 Donners, which I have 1 more coming in.
And you won't be able to see because of my green screen, but slab stocks. SLABSTOX. And essentially it's buy and sell sports cards online, and it's very stock market-esque. Like where they'll actually keep everything that you buy there like in like a like sealed vault or like some kind of a safe. And basically you can just buy and sell just like you would at the stock market. So it would be essentially for people that are looking just for like an investment / quick flip type of platform. Like you can call your cards home anytime. You just have to pay the shipping. But I mean, it's essentially like you're buying the stock and you actually have the card. You just don't have it on your person unless you recall it. But they do that just so it can be instantaneous. You know what I mean? Like if you were to buy a card and sell it the same day, you could, because it would already be there.
Then they want to take some of the risk or worry of someone not sending the card or whatever out of the equation. Almost like an Amazon FBA type of situation where the company's sending you the card versus, oh, I got to deal with a random buyer who might send me a different card that's, you know, not in great condition or whatever. Yep. Maybe sort of like the guy that I'm dealing with yesterday.
What would happen?
Remember that dark I showed you? Like, I don't know if like he tried to like pull something and send me a different one because all the conditions were all banged up. But I don't know if that would actually get.
You know what he probably did? He probably stole the picture. You know what I mean? Have you ever seen those people that like go through and they'll like take your eBay pictures and then they'll repost like the same listing?
Well, it was 1 for 3 of them, so I don't know if he did that, but I mean like some of this damage is like on the card itself, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like you see, it's my camera, but you know what I mean? It's on the card too, so like. Anyway, but so I'm like, yeah, why would you send this? Where's the? Here it is.
Freddie said you can also connect your eBay to slab stocks as well.
sent it to me in this like huge like. Then there was tape on it, but he didn't tape it.
Yeah.
So he must have got this from somebody who sent him cards or whatever, and
Yeah.
some yeah. Oh man, yesterday was a bad card day, like receiving wise.
Why is that?
I had another person send me one. He literally wrapped it in Dymo labels, like on top of it. I'm trying to see if I can find it. I messaged him like, well, what were you thinking? Like putting all that on the card. I was like, go buy some painter's tape. Put painter's tape over it, like, or even if you'd have got some like normal like masking tape that you put on boxes.
Yeah.
Big enough and it's thick enough where it should be easy to kind of pull off.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go into the card because it was that Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Take it out, which I hate taking out cards because every time you do that, you chance damaging a corner.
Yeah, for sure.
Or like smushing the top of it or whatever. Because, let's face it. I mean, any type of movement or touching of any edges or corners, you can do that with. So,
yeah. You still need to put out that video, man, like of how to handle cards and stuff. Did you remember that one person that literally sent me the Ja Morant pink camo in bubble wrap? Like they didn't even put it in a case or nothing. It wasn't even in a sleeve. It was just straight bubble wrap inside of an envelope. Like, why would you not put a hard case on a card that's going to like resell for like $60-$70? Like, are you serious?
What up, Harlan? Good to see you, man.
What's going on, Harlan?
Yeah, I mean, like, I get some of these, the platform is flooded with new people into cards, and maybe they're not equipped to package and ship or whatever, but that's why I made sure to message the person so the next person hopefully won't go through the same thing as me. Mm-hmm. Then the guy with the dirt cards was like, oh, I got 10 other ones. I'll just send you pictures of these other ones I have, and they're all messed up. So I'm like, I don't want none of those.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing I'm going to have to send these back and get a refund.
That sucks, man.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah, people are some. That's why I try to just stay with the graded stuff whenever I get it. If I can find it at a good price. Dude, yeah. I'm still so salty about that Curry, man, because like literally that's like half the price that I can find it anywhere else. Like I understand why he canceled the order, but still like a little bit sketch. Like why wouldn't you just put a reserve? You know what I mean? If you don't want it to, or list it higher. What's that? You got an offer?
$75 on the Lamar now. It's listed at $4.99.
Is it the same?
$4.99. I don't know.
You should counter him, dude.
I'm gonna counter him at like $498.99.
You should, because literally that's equivalent to what he did.
I just sent him an offer.
I do that sometimes. I had one guy that like I actually sent back a fair offer when he lowballed me, and then he literally sent back an offer lower than he sent the first time. So then I sent him back an offer of $1,000.
This guy has his name is Fire Sale Cards, and his cards are all overpriced too.
Well, yeah, that's why he's lowballing you, bro. Like, have you ever seen on Facebook the fire sale people? Like, they're the people that up there, like, they take big pictures of all their cards, and then they have people send them offers in the chat or whatever.
Yeah. Which, honestly, like, I need to get into that. I think that's the best way to move cards and make the most money is getting the Twitter up and connecting with people and doing it that way versus the Mercari eBay route for the most part. I think that's where when I'm ready to sell the slabbage, that's how I'm going to do it to get most of my money back. Because like, we talked about this before, like me selling that Luca, I got two of the same one. I got to sell it for like $400 some just to to make make some type of profit on it, and I got it for $225. You know what I mean? So like, eBay takes 13%. That's like $40 by itself. You know what I mean? So
sure.
that's basically what I'm gonna have to probably do.
Yeah. I don't blame you there, man. Well, like those slabs can always come live on this side of town.
The wife was like, "What are you gonna do with all these cards?" I'm like, "Sell some of them in a year." And she's like, "Well, how much money do you have invested in cards?" I'm like, I don't know. Why? She's like, "That's a lot of money sitting here."
Yeah.
I'm like, it's good because it can't get spent. It's like,
yeah.
Hello? Oh, we're going up in value? Oh, okay. I'll call you back. It can't get spent. It's like gold bricks right here.
Yeah, literally. And that's why I told you when you got that second Luca, you should just start stacking them, dude. Like, because literally it's like stacking a gold brick. Because literally it probably doubled since you paid for it.
Oh yeah, I mean it's.
I know mine has.
I bought one. I bought one for $2.25, and I believe the bases are $400 now. So, I mean they've went up.
Yep.
I mean, like even like these, like as much as I hate to have these, but Brady's in a 10, like he's the GOAT. His cards are gonna be worth money all the way up through, and having him in a 10 is only gonna go up in value. You seen how what's his face? What card were we talking about earlier that you had a 10, a Zion, for example? Like a 10 in a Zion is like $500-600.
Yeah.
But if you get it in a 9, it's like $200. So it's it'll get the most push, even if it's his last year with the Pats or not.
Yeah, for sure. So you've picked up a lot of football now, huh?
Nah, I've only picked up a few. I got like a Pat Mahomes Prism second year.
Now that's one football card I wouldn't mind having is a base Prism Pat Mahomes, but I think it's probably already outside of my price range, especially with me like trying to make basketball my primary. I got like Steelers and like Pittsburgh stuff.
I got that 9 off egg for $90 or $100. So, I mean, like if you're gonna buy one, I'd buy one now. You know what I mean? Because that's roughly what they.
Oh yeah, it's gonna continue to go. How much you said?
100, I think it was. I believe that's what they're going to. No, it's the second year. His first years are out of the spectrum already, so people are going to go for the and especially the Prisms. Because Prism anything just goes up like crazy. But I'm also picking up guys like this too, like the Josh Allens and the Daniel Joneses, because like the Pats, half their team or a good chunk of their team isn't even going to be playing this year. So I really am high on Josh Allen this year, and his cards really going up. So he's been a buy. I picked up a lot of his cards raw. Some of them, actually, I think I have the one graded.
GRC is back. Lady Luck John has to run. Got a Facebook deal. Make that money. What? Seesaw got some Chronicles at Walmart the other day. Literally pulled the only pack in the whole section. Pulled 2 Luka rookies. That's awesome, dude. What's up? Yeah, what are the odds of them having like a 2018, 2019 pack there still? That's pretty sick.
It's crazy. I have like one of each, like the best rookie out of the class for the last 2 years, and they're both red, white, and blue.
Yeah. Dude, I really like one of LeBron, and it's already doubled just in the last couple months. It's crazy.
Prices I think eventually they'll kind of settle. Yeah. I don't think it will happen anytime soon, like in the future, but I think because of the short layoff between seasons, it'll keep going the way it's going. Yeah. But it's eventually going to kind of settle And
Well, I know this next draft class is not as strong as the last two either.
well, that's actually good because it's the players that we have, like this guy and some of the other ones, maybe even Bowl will get more playing time or get actually pushed, or maybe even this guy.
Oh, could be what? Dude, you got everybody, bro.
I actually do.
Your collection is gross, man. Like I thought Marty's was disgusting. I think yours might surpass it already.
Little Zion Prism, yeah, little nine, little mosaic. Damn,
Yeah, be honest though. Like, are there any cards that you're just gonna keep for like ever?
Maybe a few of the Jordan ones. A little baseball.
Where's your boy Pete at?
Oh, he's in the other stack.
Is he your favorite?
Donovan Mitchell in a 9. No,
Out of all your baseball, would you say Pete's your favorite?
definitely not.
No, who's your favorite?
For baseball, I don't know. I really don't have any favorites, to be honest. Jordan from the Wizards. A bombastic Giannis rookie.
Hey, see you, Seesaw. Have a good day, man.
Another Giannis rookie.
Moronic Pest is asking right now. This is a great question. When do you decide a card has gone up enough to sell? Some might continue to go up while others might tank eventually. Yeah, it's a really, really difficult choice. Like for me, like I believe that the Zion I just got 350, like that was great value. And like some people will probably say, man, you got like above market value for that Zion. But like the thing is, like maybe even a couple months from now, if they get into the playoffs or he makes rookie a year or something like that, it's going to blow up in price. So like even a year from now, I think it's going to end up being a bad deal on my end. But it's just like one of those things. Like, you know, like even Sports Card Investor was just saying, like the week of the Super Bowl, he sold out of Pat Mahomes rookie cards, the silver prisms or whatever. And he said now it's like he's kicking himself for it because of the crazy increase in price they've already seen.
I mean, like that's what's crazy right now. Everything is kind of through the roof for the most part. You know what I mean? Like, I think the only, if you're looking for something like on the cheaper end that has the most like increase probably over the next few months, it's probably some of these older sports cards like the John Stallworths or whatever. Like if you could find stuff like this in good like higher grades, like 8, 9, 10.
Gary says, how many cards you got, Nate? Dang. Yeah, he's got them all, bro.
I got boxes, man. I mean, this is all the stuff graded that I have. Like I have a ton of stuff that I need to send to PSA or BGS. This is a Daniel Jones silver.
Mm-hmm.
I think his stuff's going to go up. I think they're going to have a decent year this year. Trey. I got a bunch of Trey, a bunch of Luka, a bunch of Zion, a bunch of Jordan.
You got in on a lot of them at a perfect time, too. You got in on them before they, like, a lot of these cards I'm sure have doubled in value since you bought them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, I've gotten a lot of, like, the Zion stuff, like, you know, low hundreds.
GRC says, how long does your show normally stay streaming? Honestly, normally between like an hour and a half. We're a little bit past that today because Nate's doing show and tell.
Oh, whatever.
But yeah, I mean, we really don't. Anytime between like 10 and 12, normally it streams. Like normally always goes to around 11:30, sometimes a little bit before that. So it just depends. And how busy we are on any given day. Like, I'd say probably in like the next 5 minutes, I'm probably going to start packing orders. I'm going to get it done before Flippin Hope. So we're hanging out for 5 more minutes, and then we'll probably roll.
Kuzma, Mahomes. Luka.
Gary wants to know how much does it cost to get a card graded, Nate?
Probably roughly about probably $20 roughly.
somewhere in that ballpark.
Jason
Where you
Tatum.
spend it and your timetable and stuff like that. If you have enough to get it in a cheaper submission rate.
Tim Duncan cards, I think there would be the next to go up. Here's another Luca I got the other day. Here's Anthony's favorite.
Yep. Pete Alonso. He's a good player. Harlan says what scares him is that Shaq did the same thing, and the bottom fell out. $100 card dropped to $20 quickly.
Are they graded? That's the main thing. Is like if they're graded, they kind of will stay the course and go up slowly. But if they're raw, that's where you see the dip because people just aren't buying raw as much. You know what I mean? Like when you buy raw, you're doing a dice roll. Like, is this person showing me the best pictures? Is it really a good card? You know, does it really have a soft corner that I can't see because it's white? You know what I mean? So like buying raw, always, you're never going to get your top dollar. But like that Shaq rookie I got, that's $100 card. It might be going up even more since I bought it. You know what I mean? So like all his rookies for the most part are, you know, unless it's it all depends on the set too. You know what I mean? Like Prism, Tops, Chrome, Tops, you know, that type of stuff. Bowman's best, Bowman's Chrome. That's like the hottest, the best stuff that people are looking for. So like if you're looking for old players, Tops, some of the Skybox is good, like the Z box, like for basketball, like the one Jordan I had, Topps Finest. Those are super high, like especially the Jordan. The other one's not as much, but the Jordans are super high. It just depends on who it is. Like I think Ronick Pest asked like earlier, he asked like what cards, like how do you know when to sell and when not to? I mean, a lot of it is this a generational player? Is he going to do some amazing things? Exactly. Is he going to be the Jordan or the next Jordan or the Tim Duncan or the Kobe who wins 5 rings? Or is he going to be like the Allen Iverson who never won a championship but did well? And, you know, Carmelo cards you don't see are very valuable because he never really did much. I mean, his scoring and his teams did decently, but like he never won the championship. So he's not one of those highly collectible generational people that people watched, you know, as much because he didn't hit that overall Jordan-esque type thing.
Yeah, he's also a smaller market guy too.
Yeah, that as well.
A bit as well. But I mean, he also ran into Jordan too, so that didn't help his cause either. You know what I mean? Like, could you imagine like the history books, like how much different it would be, like as far as like the '90s, if Jordan wasn't around or if he like would have stayed retired or whatnot?
I mean, the main thing, like if you had like an older card that you're like, you know, should I hold it? Should I keep it? Just keep an eye on eBay prices of that card if it's graded, what it's been going for, you know, for whatever.
Hall of Famers are safe bets too. Like, yeah. So if that's the way I look at it, like with my 401k, if it's going to be a Hall of Fame player, like for example, like I think Giannis, that's a long-term hold for me because I think Giannis, like when LeBron retires, Giannis is going to be that dude. Like that dude gets a jump shot and starts shooting threes, like that's
why I try to pick up these guys. Like he changed the league. Yeah. And like he won a championship. He's probably going to go to the Hall of Fame, I would say.
Yeah, I'd be shocked.
You know what I mean? Like I got 3 of these, even though they're damaged when I got them, for $26. I get those graded. Now those are not the chrome ones, but you know what I mean? Like $20 into that. Once he hits Hall of Fame status, could be $200 cards all day of the week. Now the chrome ones might be even more. But like always look at the prices. But it's mostly like championships, individual type stuff for the most, you know, somewhat. But you know, is it that iconish player? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Dee makes a good point. She said she made a lot and lost a lot on cards in the early '90s. Yeah, I mean, truth be told, the sports card market tanked Like it literally like went doo-doo brown all over itself. And a lot of it was because it was too mass produced.
Yeah.
I mean, for example, like even Prism this year, the print run is double what it was last year. So I think that's going to make like the Lucas and the trays even more valuable in the long run because the print run was very small for that set. So, and even now, like with the numbered cards and stuff they're doing, like they keep it at a limit so it's not so mass produced and it doesn't drive down the value. So I like that they're doing that, but I don't like the fact that it's like impossible to find cards.
Like the silvers, the mosaic prism-ish cards that have the look, those cards are the ones I'm going to hold longer. The base stuff, like the jaws I have and stuff, I'll get those graded, and then I'll wait till a certain point to see where he goes in his career. If he starts, if his team is good, or if he gets traded, or I'll probably wait till that next contract to see what to do. Like if he's going to be going to a team that has 2 other stars or 1 other star, and he's going to have a chance for championships, I'll hold. If not, then I'll just sell. And at that point, his card should be at its high or high-ish area. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I'm going to go with stuff. I'm going to hold it for roughly a year unless I think I made a bad buy, which no one's perfect. I mean, cards go up and down all the time, but everything's basically right now is just went through the roof when I started buying.
Yep, definitely. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Pippen definitely was a Hall of Fame player in and of his own right, with or without it. So, yeah, I mean, but I think we're going to get ready to wrap it up, guys. I think we're going to get some shipping done. I know Nate got some stuff to do before he heads out to hang out with Mr. Burns today. So I appreciate y'all being here, and we'll see you tomorrow on Nate's channel.